Ready.
53 is the mic. All day, Joker.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check three.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch it.
Hard. Put up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You ain't doing nothing, Jack. You ain't doing nothing. Topper.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Alert flare.
You draw quarters. Ready.
On 1st down, McIntyre. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tighten up. He's crashing.
Hey, lock it. Check 50 cut. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's our field.
6-6 bullet high.
51. Time to go night.
On 3rd down, McIntyre. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Come on.
Let's go. Right. 51 is Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For our Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Back to throw again. Incomplete.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. Let's go. Come on. Kill. Turn up. Shift. Go, Mike 51.
2nd and 3. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Ready up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. McIntyre. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Shift.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got double up, double up.
Give to Cook out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Check 13! Check 13!
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. McIntyre. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
You're out.
Check for
61, matchbox lights.
Slam.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
From the gun, McIntyre. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams 1st down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Riplet.
General West. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, McIntyre. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
80 weapons.
Mike, 53, Mike.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McIntyre. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. Topper. Watch the whip. Get it.
Throwing again. McIntyre. Going left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You draw Corkin. Bravo.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man out.
From the gun on 3rd down. McIntyre looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 15 line. Hey, team 6.
They can't hang with us.
Greystone, grab it.
Mike 51. I got you.
Deep river.
Throwing on 1st down. McIntyre to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 5.
To throw again. McIntyre. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, McIntyre. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a give right side. It's done. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check 53 flat.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first and 10, McIntyre under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Looking to throw. McIntyre over the middle. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 61, matchbox lights.
6 guys.
Look at me. Door. Come. Let's go.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Rams.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
53.
General West.
Check 53. Go.
Rock it. Clear. Ready.
Off the play fake. McIntyre. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check 9.
Stand. Go. Spin it.
from the gun. McIntyre. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the twist.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Switch.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on 1st down. McIntyre, wide open receiver, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 4.
Now Cook running right. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And we return well. Welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 25. Check 25.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot.
61. Max box. Right.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here we
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check safety.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Done. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready to break.
Mike 51.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, Charlie.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
51's a Mike. 51's a Mike.
2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
And the Rams 1st down.
Come on,
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Stop your whining.
Cook following the penalty. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Mike 51.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Down. 90 Wolf. Topper. Get ready.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
You draw Porter. Get it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Rams, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.